I thought after Australia banned all the semi-auto rifles after the mass shooting they had in '96, things like this wouldn't happen.
This is, we're told, the man with the knife running. You can see people running away from him. I'm seeing this as you all are at the moment as well. Our producers have just had a quick look at it now. In his right arm, you can see the knife that's been referred to. That person scrambling away from him on the right of screen there. Other people still not sure what's going on, then working out what's going on. Clearly, we don't have audio, but he would appear to be shouting at people, that man in the cap there, trying to talk back to him, perhaps to try to calm him, but then...
People below are stumbling, dodging this man and his large knife. Mid-afternoon at the mall on the first day of school holidays. Most run away from the danger. Some run towards it with whatever weapon they can find. Suddenly, a lone police inspector sprints into frame. She was armed, and when the attacker lunged at her, she opened fire.
I was hiding in the back room and I was just hearing gunshots. It was just like the worst thing ever.
The attacker killed 6 people, including 5 women, and injured 8 others, including a 9-month-old baby.
Yeah, I know this wasn't a mass shooting, but he killed people in mass, so does it really matter what he used to do it? Haven't we in the 2A community been saying for decades gun control laws don't work because evil will just find other ways to kill people while stripping the people or law-abiding citizens of their self-defense tool? I can hear the anti-gunners now, but if they had an AR-15, it would have been much worse. The idea that just banning a certain gun will magically solve mass shootings is laughable. What really matters in these situations is having responsible armed citizens around. Picture this. Some coward tries to wreak havoc with an AR-15, but lo and behold, it's not a cop who steps up, it's a 22-year-old armed citizen packing heat with a handgun.
Good Samaritan armed with a handgun shot the gunman and ended the chaos.
Many more people would have died last night if not for a responsible armed citizen.
And you know what? That everyday hero shuts down the threat, saving lives in the process. It's a prime example of why armed citizens are so vital in protecting our communities when the chips are down. There's a reason why 97.8% of mass shootings over a 68-year period occurred in gun-free zones. Mass killers are scared of armed citizens, so they go where they know they won't be. Because whenever there is a mass shooting where there are armed citizens, less people die. Between 2014 and 2022, armed citizens intervened in 157 out of 440 mass shootings, resulting in a prevention rate of 35.7%. This figure rises to 63.5% when incidents in gun-free zones are excluded. This underscores the importance of individual preparedness and the role of armed citizens in protecting themselves and others during active shooter situations. The notion of "I am the militia," symbolized by items like this hat I'm wearing right here, serves as a reminder that in moments of crisis, such as when faced with an active shooter, individuals must rely on their own capabilities for safety. In these situations, it's not about waiting for the cops to come. You don't have the time. It's about you recognizing that your actions make the difference in saving your life and the people you love. But you can't do that if your government is stripping you of your ability to own the tool you need to do it. And I don't want to hear, but mass shootings happen so much more in the US than in Australia. Yeah, well, the US has a population of 333 million people compared to 26 million in Australia. Of course we have more mass shootings. We have 14 times the number of people with more guns than any country in the world. And yet and still, fatalities and mass shooting incidents in the US account for a small fraction of all gun murders that occur nationwide each year. And even the gun murders account for less than half of all gun deaths. But even within the gun murders, the vast majority of them take place in the inner cities due to gang and drug violence. In 2015, half of all gun homicides took place in just 127 cities across the country. Gun homicides are concentrated in a relatively small number of neighborhoods in these cities, which have historically been under-resourced and racially segregated. And even then, America has the most guns in the hands of citizens in the world, yet we aren't even in the top 10 for gun violence. Hell, we're not even in the top 20. We're 28. And geez, if you don't count the self-deletions, because we're not even in the top 20 for those either, even though we have the most guns, the US is arguably a two-way utopia. Truth of the matter is, gun control doesn't make attempted mass killings less lethal. Armed citizens make attempted mass killings less lethal, or not lethal at all. And to the victims of this heartbreaking tragedy, my heart truly aches for you. It's gut-wrenching to think that your government's decisions left you vulnerable and unable to shield yourselves from harm. My deepest condolences go out to each and every one of you, and to the brave police officer who confronted the danger head on. Your courage is nothing short of heroic. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to keeping others safe, even in the face of such danger. You're a true hero, and your actions will never be forgotten. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section of this video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and select all notifications so you never miss an update.